Come in, if thou darest.
What's up guys, welcome back. Now, Octopath Traveler is releasing this Friday on the Nintendo Switch, and that's going to be the topic of today's video. Not specifically Octopath Traveler, but RPGs in general. Now, a little bit of background from me. I grew up in what is essentially the golden age for RPGs back in the NES era. So that's games like your Final Fantasy series, Dragon Quest series, Mother/Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore. Games like that. That's the RPGs that I grew up playing. And with Octopath Traveler, this game gives me a lot of nostalgia for that era of game. Recently, with the past 2, maybe 3 generations, I'll say 2, RPGs haven't, at least to me, been great, with the exception here and there. So games like Ys 8 that I've only just recently played when it released on the Nintendo Switch was absolutely fantastic. Lost Odyssey on the Xbox 360 and now backwards compatible on the Xbox One, Xenoblade Chronicles, Bravely Default. There has been some good games in the RPG, especially the Japanese RPGs, but a lot of them have been duds, especially Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13-2, and Final Fantasy 13-3, and Final Fantasy 15. Not saying that Final Fantasy 15 is absolutely terrible, but it could have been so much better. I wasn't a fan of the more action-based combat system. I feel that was just a step too far for me with the Final Fantasy series. I'm more of a fan of turn-based combat when it comes to Japanese RPGs. Basically because that's how I grew up, apart from a few games here and there. But with Octopath Traveler, I've only played it for about 2 hours 40 minutes on the prologue demo on another account, because I don't want to start it up on my main account just yet. I want to start that up just before I get the game, which might be today. And I'm going to start with Primrose on that, because in the original demo I started with Primrose instead of Alberic, and I want to continue with Primrose again just to see her story first, basically. Just because I've seen a little bit of it already, I want to continue that. Now, with Octopath Traveler, I really want to have a fantastic story. I don't care if all these stories somehow interconnect with each other or over-arc together, but I want 8 fantastic stories, and I feel like that's what I'm going to get. I don't care that if they don't over-arc or not, that's to the sidelines. The gameplay there is fantastic. I feel each and every one of their stories individually will be fantastic, and then who knows where it goes from there. If it doesn't over-arc, which I think it will, I think once you've done excuse me, all 8 of their basic stories, their beginner stories, they'll find a big bad guy behind everything that's bringing them all together, basically. That's how I feel that this is going to go down. So, we already know that there's going to be 80 to 100 hours of gameplay. I hope that that's just for the main story, and with it being a Japanese RPG, you can tell there's going to be some endgame stuff, and I hope there's like secret dungeons that only unlock after you've finished it, super bosses, optional bosses, things like that. Because those are really the biggest parts of playing RPGs. The story and then the end game. Absolutely fantastic. If you look at most Japanese RPGs, and I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to talk about Final Fantasy 13 here, because there is an optional boss in that. I cannot remember its name, but it's this massive thing that you can see once you get down to the part of the game that's actually open world. that thing took me forever to kill. I actually did finish finish Final Fantasy 13. I killed this super boss that was there, and that actually gave me, that was an achievement to me, because I like beating things that are supposed to be unbeatable. And if you look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that has well, any of the Xenoblade Chronicles games really, that has bosses that go far beyond the maximum level that your characters can get to. So with Octopath Traveler, it's bringing me back to the games that I used to play, because it's back into the turn-based combat system. It's given 2D graphics something brand new, as they're calling it, high definition 2-dimensional graphics, and it just looks fantastic. You should be seeing some gameplay here. I'm not sure what part it's going to be at right now, but the game looks absolutely fantastic. For a 2-dimensional game, it just looks a lot better than what you could imagine it would have looked like back then. So later on I will have up my first hour possibly of the Primrose gameplay, and when I do actually get the full game, hopefully it's today, I will definitely be streaming this. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please leave me a like. If you're new, subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on Octopath Traveler, even if you've only played the demo of it so far. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye now.